Call of Duty is a dying franchise. Its demise has started ever since Warzone was integrated with Cold War and Vanguard. And because of this, Warzone has become totally bloated and the game is unplayable. It has been unplayable. And any bug fixes are a lot harder because of all the code that's been implemented in the game. And in my opinion, the last fun and enjoyable Call of Duty title was Modern Warfare 2019, since it included game-changing features that's never been seen before in Call of Duty. And it also kept the classic and gritty feel that Modern Warfare titles have had in the past, with, all the boots on the ground action, like the real life horrors of war and stuff like that. And this year is Infinity Ward's turn to release a Call of Duty, and it's been confirmed by Activision Infinity Ward that this year's Call of Duty is a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. And people all over the community, Tom Henderson, leakers, and all the fans have been hyping this game up so much, and in my opinion, it's probably the most hyped the fan base has been for a Call of Duty since its predecessor, MW 2019. And I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of reasons why this year's Call of Duty 2022, will be a very successful Call of Duty. First and foremost, this is the very first Call of Duty title since its little brother to have a full 3 years spent on development. And this was a luxury neither Treyarch nor Sledgehammer could afford, and both developers had only 2 years to make their game. BO4 came out in 2018, Cold War came out in 2020, and the same thing for Sledgehammer. And the last time Infinity Ward had 3 years to make a game, it was an absolute masterpiece. Obviously, it is MW 2019. And people are absolutely hyped for the next Call of Duty game, since this game will hopefully be polished and complete come release. Obviously, back in 2019, everybody was talking about it all over Twitter, Instagram, social media, stuff like that. Same thing here. Tom Henderson is all over Twitter. Charlie Intel and all the leakers are just going all over the place and making sure that people understand the leaks and so on and so forth. The hype is there, and if the hype is there, certainly it has to be a good game, right? Absolutely right. And I feel like Infinity Ward is really well known for making their games worth the wait, except for Infinite Warfare. We all know how Infinite Warfare went, and Infinity Ward has the potential to make this worth the wait. I feel like they will make a fun experience for all the fans, and Modern Warfare 2018 felt so pure and so clean at launch. It had very little bugs, to be honest, and I honestly believe it had one of the best, if not the best, launch for any Call of Duty ever released. The fans received it well, game reviewers received it well, the community received it well, and it was so fun to play because of the strong incentives Infinity Ward provided even at launch. And if you put in the hours, you would get good stuff out of it. And another thing is the battle pass. I really liked it because there were cool camos and there were other cool micro stuff you could have. And while it did cost $10 to be able to access everything bar the weapons, those were free regardless. You had enough COD points to actually pay for the next season's battle pass if you grinded through the tiers. So if you grinded through season 1's battle pass, you get 1,200 COD points. That would pay for the next season's, so on and so forth. It's basically like a domino effect. And Infinity Ward had an extra year to make this game. Obviously, Treyarch and Sledgehammer did not. And I have absolute faith that this game will live up to the hype. And I think that Call of Duty 2022 will deliver on the hype, and it will make the fans really happy. And I feel like Infinity Ward can do an excellent job. Usually Call of Duty titles have only 1 year for a life cycle, and in that year there are updates like hotfixes, microtransaction additions, and so on and so forth. However, Call of Duty 2022 will have 2 years of love and updates because Call of Duty's title in 2023 will be delayed, so no Call of Duty in 2023. And this means that there will actually be year 2 content. This provides more opportunities like cool game modes, playlist updates, new maps, map updates, new weapons, and maybe even some more mastery camos, kind of like Damascus and Obsidian from Modern Warfare 2019. Obviously, Obsidian released a couple months after the game released, and Damascus came with the game. And there's also the potential for new game modes like Gunfight in Modern Warfare 2019, and this will make the game even better. Since Cold War didn't do all that well, and Modern Warfare 2019 was still successful, there were quote-unquote year 2 updates to the game, Warzone. This year was actually huge, the extra year for the game, and this is a good thing. If the game is extremely successful, like Modern Warfare 2019 success, the extra year means more time for the fans to enjoy the game without having to worry about another game being teased in April, May, and a new game coming out a year later. And even if the game actually fails to deliver at launch and it fails to make the fans complacent in the months following launch, the extra year helps developers go back to the drawing board, rethink everything, and potentially revive the game. And in my opinion, as long as the game is fresh for the 2 years and it doesn't get redundant, the Modern Warfare that releases in 2022 will do absolutely amazing. As I said before, this game is confirmed to be a direct sequel to the previous installment in the Modern Warfare franchise, the rebooted franchise at least. And this means yet another story with well-written elements, strong flow, nice character development, and of course the return of Task Force 141. Yep, it's happening. TF-141 is coming back. Cue the duck boats, cue the fireworks. It's happening.
What are you calling this task force?
141.
This is so awesome. I was really happy when Price said those words at the end of the campaign. The campaign story was amazing. It was beyond amazing in Modern Warfare 2019, and it was just so cool. The campaign was so realistic, and obviously the basis of the story is nowhere near realistic. The game felt gritty nonetheless, and it was as if the player was actually on the battlefields and engaging in dangerous, complex missions alongside Price. And I only wish that the game was slightly longer than it was. It only took about a few hours to complete compared to older Call of Duties. And this year's game is rumored to be Task Force 141 fighting against the Colombian drug cartel. So it'll certainly be interesting as to how Infinity Ward will tie this in with al-Asad, Victor Zakayev, and of course the return of Ghost and the revival of Alex. But I'm super hyped. I think that Infinity Ward will absolutely kill it with Call of Duty 2022 and the campaign. And we'll see how they also tie it in with Warzone, because as we know, Warzone was kind of tied in to the extension of the campaign. And that was really good. That really helped drive sales. That really sparked the interest in a lot of fans. So we'll see what Infinity Ward does, but I have absolute faith that Call of Duty 2022's campaign will be a banger. The last Modern Warfare title ran on the incredibly smooth, the incredibly fluid IW8 engine. The game felt smooth. It felt polished. The guns felt really good. The guns felt really balanced. And the movement system was a welcome addition, and it was so incredible that when Cold War came out on a modified version of, I believe, the Black Ops 4 engine, I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, it felt like a culture shock. It didn't feel as smooth. It felt like a brick wall just hit you, and it didn't feel like a smooth, fluid engine. And this year, Infinity Ward announced that Call of Duty 2022 will be built on a new engine, which is an engine based off of the IW8 engine, and there's going to be some improved mechanics. The guns could be even smoother, and the motions are going to be so fluid, like beyond imagination. And I really liked the MW 2019 engine, mostly because it had the fluid movements, and it also fit the realistic, gritty feel that MW 2019 had. And I feel like if there a newer engine could mean that the game's even smoother with even less bugs. That's just mind-blowing, given that MW 2019 already had as little bugs as it did at launch. The doors were a little bit of an issue, and the mounting was a little bit of an issue. But if they like mitigate those, or even get rid of those, I don't know if they can get rid of those, but if they mitigate those, that's going to be really good. And obviously, this is going to tie into the last thing I have to say, and that is that this game is being developed along Warzone 2. Warzone 2 will be on the same engine as this, and this means that as MW 2022 gets updates, or Call of Duty 2022 gets updates, Warzone 2 will also get the updates. And this is very, very similar to how Infinity Ward worked with Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1. They were obviously developed alongside each other, and MW 2019 and Warzone obviously came out at separate times. Modern Warfare came out in October, and Warzone came out in March as the pandemic was coming out. And I don't know if Warzone 2 will release with Call of Duty 2022, if it's going to release in March, April, sort of like the beginning of Q2 of 2023, or if it's actually going to be the quote-unquote Call of Duty title filler in 2023, so it's going to come out later 2023. And I don't really care, as long as Warzone 2 doesn't get bloated, kind of like Warzone 1 did with, you know, the integration of Cold War and Vanguard. The game will stay fresh, the game will stay polished, and the new engine will be a welcome addition to Warzone 2, and it's going to be so cool. I'm super hyped for it, and I just can't wait for this, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super hyped for Call of Duty 2022, and obviously I'm hyping it up. The fans are really excited. It's going to be really hyped up, and I have a really strong feeling this game will exceed any expectations the community sets for the game. But I want to know what you guys think. Will this year's Call of Duty live up to the fans' hype and make a remarkable experience for all and save the franchise from digging its grave? Or will this game disappoint like its two predecessors did? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, so I appreciate it if you click subscribe. We're about like 40 away, but hit the subscribe button. Destroy the like button so I know you guys enjoy the video, and hit the bell icon so you guys get push notifications on my latest uploads. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to follow me on my social media. Links are down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. This is Sugar signing off. Peace out.